Today on the Tiger Basketball Report, head coach Pat Skerry and I will preview the Tigers game against the College of Charleston. Get ready, fans. The Tiger Basketball Report starts right now.
Cold refreshment calls, Coors Light answers. Frost brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Obviously, you want to be playing your best basketball coming down the stretch. If you are, it's very, very possible. You get the madness of March, you can strike gold at the right time. It's not easy to get to, but it's the goal.
March Madness returns to Baltimore for the 2016 CAA Men's Basketball Championship. Be there March 4th through 7th at the Royal Farms Arena as your Towson Tigers chase their dreams of playing in the NCAA tournament. Towson fans can find the best seats by visiting TowsonTigers.com.
Give it your all for a piece of the action. Getting involved in the moment is magic.
For an athlete, there's nothing scarier than a torn ACL.
Athletes trust us with their care and their careers because we're a recognized leader in sports medicine.
Get back to your active life sooner with MedStar Sports Medicine.
Rock and Jump, the ultimate trampoline park, is now open in Towson. Get big air and have big fun at Rock and Jump. You and your friends are sure to have a blast in our state-of-the-art jumping arenas. Want to be a rock star with your kids? Book their next birthday party at Rock and Jump. Our slam dunk zones, high-flying dodgeball, and super popular X-Beam make Rock and Jump the most rockin' birthday experience around. With a private party room and a personal party host, a Rock and Jump birthday party is great for the kids and easy on parents. Visit rockandjump.com for all the info or to book your party today.
Playing basketball is a tremendous education. I've always felt athletics and the CAA prepares you well for life. You're constantly faced with adversity.
It builds character, it builds leadership.
Our kids recognize the need to be successful on the court for the rest of their lives.
One of these days, the air is going to come out of that ball. It's not going to be bouncing anymore. What are you going to do with your life? Get that degree, get a meaningful degree, so that whenever that ball stops bouncing, you'll be able to do something with your life.
Hello and welcome to the Tiger Basketball Report. I'm your host, Spiro Morekas. In the first game against the College of Charleston Cougars, the Tigers, to say the least, struggled offensively as they lose 40-37. They will hit the road seeking revenge on the Cougars Thursday at 7:30. As always, I'm joined by the head coach of the Tigers, Pat Skerry. And Coach, you know, that was 4 games ago, and since then, you've scored high 70s against Drexel, high 70s against Northeastern, over 100 against Delaware. What was it that you only got put up 37 against Charleston a couple of weeks ago here at SECU?
Well, I think a lot of it had to do with Charleston. They're good. Earl Grant and his staff, they had a good game plan. They scout well. They played good defense. Charleston, to me, is good athletes. They play at a slow tempo, so it's a hard team to create pace against, something that we try to do, and we didn't have great success doing it. And they're very good defensively on the basketball. Holsley, Pointer, Cameron Johnson. So they make it hard on you. Now, what I do think we've done a much better job of lately is in our pace, is our ball movement has gotten a lot better. And, you know, I think that's a contagious thing. It's certainly something that needs to be contagious on Thursday night against a very good Charleston team and what will be a big, big crowd down there.
What you did do against Delaware is tie a school record for three-pointers in a game with 14. You guys couldn't make a three against Charleston in that first ball game. But you look at that game, and defensively, You held them to 8 points over the final 13 minutes and 32 seconds. Normally, if you hold a team to 8 points over an almost 14-minute stretch, you're going to win the ball game.
Well, we guarded well and rebounded well against them. We're certainly going to need to do that Thursday night for it to be a ball game. And we did a good job getting to the line. They do foul a lot, so we got to get to the line and then hopefully convert them. We had a tough night at the Stripe, but it'll be our guys are excited for the challenge. Charleston's good. Charleston's good. They've proven they can beat anybody and everybody in the league. So and all their games are close. It's like one of those ones you hope to play well enough that it's tight coming down the stretch, and can you make enough plays? We didn't do that here, but certainly that had a lot to do with Charleston. Our guys played hard here. We battled, we competed. We just didn't have a great night. But it wasn't because, we forced shots or tried to miss shots or free throws. They had a lot to do with it.
They're 5-5 coming into this Thursday's ball game. And I guess we're getting to the point of the year where teams are looking at the standings, and they definitely want to finish in that top 6, because if you don't, you got to play that extra game in Baltimore the first week in March. So for them, every game is key. And for you, you're fighting for a conference championship now. Every game for you is key. So both teams are coming in with a lot on the line.
Yeah, we don't want to play on Friday night, too, if we can avoid it. So there's so much basketball left. We've got eight killer games starting Thursday night, and it's the next game. It's the biggest game. You don't want to get swept. I like going to Charleston personally. I had 2 wonderful years there. It's my second favorite place on earth after here in Baltimore, and so I always look forward to going down there. Boston's close, right there. Boston's right there. You got to play well. I don't want to sound like coach speak. It's going to be a tough game. We're excited for the challenge, but you got to play well. They're top 100 in the RPI. Heck, they beat LSU in their court. We got number 1.
Killed them.
Yeah, number 1 pick in the NBA draft coming up. So we got good players. Anyone's going to be number 1 pick. So we got to play well as a unit for as close to 40 minutes as we can get.
Now, you guys played at TD Arena 3 games in November in the Charleston Classic, which the College of Charleston was not a participant in. How much do you think that will help you guys with the familiarity that you have with that gym?
I tell you, around 9:30 Thursday night. It helps. It's great. We were honored to be part of the tournament, and certainly played good teams, and we were able to get out of there last day with the win. And if we could get one Thursday night, we'd be 500 for the year down there. We'd take it.
You mentioned Cameron Johnson. He's a pretty effective ball player. What do you need to do against him defensively?
Well, I think he's one of the most improved guys in the league. They run good stuff from him. They bring him off a lot of screens. So we've got to trail him. We've got to be there on the catch. Got to force him to take tough shots. Got to limit his right-hand drives. He's a good player. He's their go-to guy. But I really like their team. With all their injuries, they play like a good unit. Guys have accepted roles, and that's why they're a tough out.
They lost Canyon Barry about a month ago to a shoulder injury. He was leading the CAA in scoring. They haven't had as much success without him, but they have been very, very competitive ever since Barry left the lineup.
Usually you and I agree. I'm going to actually even argue they're 5-5, since they lost them in the 9th best league in the country. They've somehow, in my opinion, Earl Grant would be the coach of the year in the conference. They've found a way to knock out a guy getting 18 a game and be in 10 games and have won half of them against really good teams. So they're an absolute factor. They're a postseason team. Whether it's the NCAA, the NIT, CIT, right? They're a postseason team. So they've done a remarkable job. They're better defensively, and they seem like they really understand roles. Which I think is a great compliment to a club.
All right, Coach, thank you. The Tigers and the Cougars, 7:30 on Thursday night. I'll have the call for you on CBS Radio 1300 with the pregame show starting at 7:15. That will do it for us today on the Tiger Basketball Report. Join us on Friday on TowsonTigers.com or the Towson Tigers on YouTube, where Coach Pat Skerry and I will preview the Tigers game against the Elon Phoenix. For head coach Pat Skerry, I'm Spiro Morekas. Thank you for spending some time with us here at the Towson Sports Network, and we'll see you next time. As always, go Tigers.